Welcome back, beer lovers. We are here with Big Fat Will, Swedish Joe, and Georgia Sean, and we are trying beers from Westbrook. And this is going to be quite the series. We're going to start over here with the traditional Goza, then move on to this apple pie Goza. Then for fun, we'll have a strawberry rhubarb Goza. Then we'll try this appropriately named Massey, what you think about this sour ale. Then on to this white Thai wit beer. Then on to the One Claw Rye Pale Ale. Then on to the Citra Mosaic IPA. And then on to the traditional IPA. And then finish up with the Santa Claus Hazy Holiday IPA. So let's get this show on the road with the Goza. Yeah. Well, it's very hazy and almost white. It's
a bit straw colored.
Yeah, sour lemon, and the salt.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. That was definitely good. I mean, it's
not actually as bad as it could be, though.
I've had worse. Yeah, I mean, it's very like the salty is kind of lingers afterwards. Maybe it's just the wings.
Just you, man.
I mean, look, it's sour with a weird kind of odd, like citrusy sweetness to it. And then there's the salt. Yeah. Alright, now let's move on to this apple pie Goza.
Apple pie. American ass.
It's a lot lighter than the other one.
But it's still pretty hazy.
Yeah, no, it's still definitely hazy. Yeah.
Alright, so it has the Goza, but there's something else now.
Yeah, maybe the strawberries. How about that?
Yeah, it would be interesting because it's the apple pie.
Yeah, but it's still... It's the apple pie. I can see it from here.
No, it's
apples.
No, it's a cinnamon and vanilla and milk stout. You thought I was just making that
sugar.
Up? Oh.
I do smell the cinnamon.
No, actually, that's not bad.
That actually isn't bad when you. They're almost not great. It's like goes out with cinnamon, right?
Yeah.
But it's actually quite sweet.
Quite tasty, yeah. Cinnamon comes quite strong in, yeah.
You know what it tastes like? It's kind of like hot cider over Christmas time. You know, right? Yeah.
Oh no, the cinnamon just hit me. Yeah,
it comes in the end, yeah.
Yeah.
This is quite nice.
And nothing is overwhelming.
Extremely nice to be Goza.
Yeah, and I'd say that like maybe around like a holiday meal, this might be a nice starter or ender.
Yeah,
it's
finisher.
This is a tough one for me though because where does this fit into life? Like you wouldn't pick this up for a boat trip because it's weird. Even if you like Goza, you're not gonna pick up an apple pie, right? For around the holidays, like I'm saying for Thanksgiving or something like that. No, because that's winter warmer season, so you got darker beers,
maybe
porters, and holiday drinks.
Sweet dessert.
Yeah, but then you're gonna move right into that darker, sweeter beer as well. Like those, you're starting to get those fall beers and those winter beers.
Yeah, but this is more in line with what you eat.
This would be a summer picnic dessert.
All right. If you're having a romantic, formal picnic.
No, dessert. Like you eat or you drink this with an apple pie.
Yeah, that's my idea.
Okay. Now into this strawberry rhubarb pie goes up.
It says beat the heat with this sweet tart.
I mean, this one is more orange. And hazy.
Yeah, this one is darker, yeah. Yeah.
Again, it's got a Goza with something else.
Yeah.
It's not. No, it is a little strawberry-ish.
Stronger than the other one.
It's almost like
smell wise.
It's like a strawberry yogurt almost.
Ooh. Very salty and tart.
It is definitely tart.
Yep.
But I can taste it's more than just strawberry. It does taste like a bit of a pie in the background, but again, that salty tartness is so strong.
It tastes actually like rhubarb.
Yeah, I wish they could have translated the same kind of overall flavor of the apple pie to the.
But there is some sweetness.
Strawberry, rhubarb, cinnamon, and vanilla.
Yeah, I mean the only difference is this is strawberry versus that being apple, and so if they could have translated that flavor just with strawberry instead of apple, this would have been great. But this is just a bit too much for me.
Feels like a nice summer for you.
Yeah.
Well,
I think there should be more vanilla in this one.
yeah, I mean,
Then we did like
heat tart
grandmother's
summer?
rhubarb pie with vanilla sauce.
I think again, if it was sweeter, it had a more sweet and less tart. But again, that
Yep.
salt just takes on that tart and it's just full power. If you like super tart things, maybe.
Yeah. And the same thing again. The cinnamon comes very clearly from me. It was less of the taste.
And despite the pinkness, this is not a hot girl summer.
Okay. And now on to this. Lassie, what do you think about this?
Yeah, let's see. This is almost red.
It's pinkish red, yeah.
Pinkish brown. That's
Oh wow, this is raspberry.
Yeah.
It's actually quite sweet.
Yeah, there's so much raspberry.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad for a fruit juice.
It is
Yeah.
fruit juice.
I mean, this is a good breakfast beer.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have the loose, you know, the
Instead of
sauce.
OJ.
Yeah, it's an OJ. You have a little raspberry, you know, and it's not tart. It's actually sweet.
Yes.
And I think that's the lassi thing, you know, like
Must
raspberry by
be,
itself is quite
those
sour.
It has vanilla beans.
Milk stuff in it.
I think that's what mellows it out.
Yeah.
Vanilla beans.
This is
It's not beer.
exactly.
I mean,
This is a non-beer.
We wouldn't like just, watch a game with this. Like,
No.
Oh,
I mean,
so manly.
maybe some cricket or something. Yeah.
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 You will never
WNBA.
get that tennis.
Gonna have to
Never
edit
get
that.
that tennis.
Somebody right now is like, what the hell? I have season tickets.
To the Atlanta Dream.
Yeah, it's right behind nobody, to the left of nobody, to the right of nobody, and in front of nobody.
You're gonna have to edit that.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah, our fan base is loving the. Yeah, that's what we're worried about. Is that our fan base is like, you know what? I love these bad guys. I love the Atlanta Dream. Yeah, there's no chance. If you're a fan of the Atlanta Dream, let us know. If you are a fan, let us know.
No.
Please. There's no chance.
Yeah, you're right.
In fact,
about
right
that.
now there are people right now googling what the hell is the
Atlanta
Atlanta
Dream.
Dream.
You know what? They should pay us for this. We just got them.
Yeah, that's
Internet traffic.
Page
Yeah,
here and stuff.
yeah. Right now they're like, what
Our
the hell?
first,
They're
our
like,
first sponsors.
they're like, what the hell is going on?
Got all these hits.
Brought to you by the Atlanta
Please, they
Dream.
can send us some beers.
They don't do that though. That's not their thing. They're women's NDA.
Okay.
But yeah, they're our first sponsor. You're right. Thanks for drinking with us. And don't forget to go see a game that nobody else is watching. If you don't like the roar of a crowd, check out the Dream. If you like having everything to yourself and none of the concession stands open to take your money, go see the Dream. If you don't like those high-scoring games that's hard to count above 20, see the Dream.
Ooh.
Well.
All right, and now we're on to this white tie. It's a Belgian style wit beer with spices.
White tie, otherwise known as the Snow Buddy Bangkok.
A little clearer, still a little bit hazy though, but in comparison.
Pilsner.
Okay, it's the crispness to it, a little yeastiness.
Feels like a citrus.
Yeah, so there's also a spice.
A citrus.
I'm trying to figure what that is, but it's definitely
Ginger grass.
yeah, it's ginger.
Yeah, ginger grass.
Ooh.
Lemongrass.
Lemongrass.
And ginger, but there's ginger and lemongrass.
Yeah.
Coming off of the Goza,
that's why I mixed
I
it.
think we needed a palate cleanser for this one.
Whoa.
This is completely different.
It's cleaning my palate right now. It's got citrus. It's got like a lemon, right?
Yeah.
It's got the ginger and it's got the lemongrass.
Yeah. Oh, I taste the lemongrass now.
This is actually really interesting.
I mean, this is kind of a cleanser.
You know, I'll tell you, this is definitely not something I pick up a 6-pack of because it's just too much. But it's really interesting and I really like it.
Yeah. It's a nice cleanser before we get to the IPAs.
That's true. I mean, if you're drinking beer and you need a palate cleanser between different beers, this will definitely do the trick.
There you go.
I like this. In a strange kind of way.
Yeah.
Went on to this One Claw Rye Pale Ale. I'm kind of excited about this one. To get into the ale.
What's the one claw?
1 claw, 2 claw.
2 claw. Oh, it looks like an IPA.
Yeah, it's
A little hazy, right?
Watch this be the best one, and I got shafted on it.
This is okay. Hold on. It's a little sweet and floral.
Yeah, very floral.
I like the sweetness. It's like I don't know, it smells.
Sweet smells are nice.
Okay, never mind. It has a piney.
And I think it's more of a floral.
No, it's not as. It doesn't taste as sweet as it smells, and I'm just not a fan of pine.
Well, rye is always a little more bitter. It's much more of a bite.
Famous bite.
At the end of the day, sweet, floral. I don't get the pine. Do you get the pine? Hold on.
There is a slight pine in this though, but not much.
I'm just not a fan of that in general. I mean, as you've seen in previous videos, that's always my criticism, and it's not.
Or in later videos, depending on how they're loaded.
Thank you, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of pine. It's just one thing that I don't like.
Pine is a difficult one for me because in some cases it makes a beer very refreshing. But on the same note, if it's not done right, then it does just become this dank, piney beer.
Yeah.
This is sweet, floral, and I guess the pine, but I think it's really the rye and the floral mixing together, which is creating a pseudo-piney kind of thing. Rye, again, has that harsher, bitter kind of taste, and if you add that into a floral aspect, I feel like maybe it's convoluting it.
I would say it's more like it has a slight of soapiness to it.
A little, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us any answers?
No, I've been looking at it.
One Claw is dedicated to those who bring a Westbrook home to a party or anywhere delicious beer is needed, like a shower.
Well, it's definitely not a typical IPA.
It's not an IPA. It's
Ah,
a
it's
rye
an
pale
ale.
ale.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Pale ale.
All right, well, not bad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I got shafted on this one.
And now on to the Citra Mosaic IPA.
It's a blue can.
Thank you for the observation.
Thank you, Joe. So wholesome.
Useless comments.
I can smell it from
Nailed
here.
it.
Hazy,
Oh,
yellow,
yeah.
kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
green.
Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, this is something.
Oh, full Citra. Yeah.
All Citra.
You know what's really weird is like when I first started trying craft beers,
Yeah.
IPAs were. Thanks, Joe.
That was awesome. So you know what's really interesting? My first, well, yep.
All right, well.
Take it from the beginning.
All right,
No, just leave it in, yeah.
Standing around for all this bullshit. Without drinking beer.
Well, I mean, it's got a obviously citrus, grapefruit.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm looking for the mosaic part, which should be a little earthier, but it's mostly Citra.
No, but that, definitely mostly, but there is some mosaic in it.
At the very end, you can taste it in the bottom.
Taste it in the bottom.
So there's something that's gonna happen to you in London.
Like me and God.
And that gentleman you met on the tube. This is tasty. I really like this one. This is by far my favorite so far. And I know we're supposed to wait to the end to kind of talk about it, but this one is so good, and I could drink 2, 3, 4 of these.
Not bad at all.
It's fantastic.
It's a
Citra,
good
and
one.
I like Citra. I really am a
Yeah,
Citra fan.
me too.
Das ist gut.
And now we'll do this IPA.
Oh,
It's a little bit oranger, getting a little darker.
Yeah.
So this is
This
different.
smells good.
that's different.
This is floral and a little dank.
Yep.
A little, kind of pungent.
Yeah, pungent. Yeah, I wouldn't say dank. Let me try it on.
Yeah, so a little
Totally different.
floral, sour,
Yeah.
but not a bad sour. Not like sour like
Not-
the
not
beer.
sour.
The hop almost is sour.
Yeah, I think this one has a little bit of sourness to it.
Yeah, and going back, it's kind of dank, but it's offset by the sour. I think.
Yeah. It's a full. It's a very full rounded beer.
Yeah. This one's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if I like the other one better, but this one I think is a little more complex.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting floral. I'm getting.
I actually think you can drink more of these.
Well,
than the other
and
one
it
without
does say
getting tired of it.
complex and layered.
It is true. The other one has such a citrus
Yeah.
front that it would probably destroy your palate over time.
Yeah.
This one, again, but this is more complex because it has that floral. It has a little of that sap, not pine, but like sappy.
I have
It has
a
a
question.
sourish, and then it has, of course, that at the end, a little bit of the dankness.
Yeah.
It's
This is your craft beer Budweiser. Like this is like a go-to on like a game day.
a weird statement.
But you know how you can just like knock back a whole bunch of
kind of
Budweisers.
Understand
Like
what you're saying.
yeah,
you can,
yeah.
no, like if you had like a 6-pack or a 12-pack of these, you could drink this throughout the day.
Yeah,
That's true. Yes, this is
That's what I
definitely-
meant by that.
yeah.
It's-
I mean, not a session IPA, but the concept I get.
yeah,
How
yeah.
much is in it?
6, 8. Oh well, half
you
the day.
can't drink it
Half
all.
the day. But no, this is nice, as I said, and it would be a good complement to food too because it has enough flavor in it. You could overpower tacos and some basic wings and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Whereas some of them, like as I said, if you're going for super hot wings, you obviously need something with a whole bunch of flavor, a whole bunch of bitterness to power through it.
Yeah.
But if
Shit
you,
that I eat.
yeah, but I mean, if you or don't, if you had like a basic kind of limited flavor beer, when you had like a taco or something like that, you wouldn't be able to taste the beer with the taco.
Well, I mean, if this was on tap with a slew of other beers, then I would probably I would probably go for this one and go back to it.
Yeah, it'd be easy to go back to.
Yeah, like even if I didn't like know the name, like I'll try that one. It's like, huh, you know what? I have another
Decent
one.
on
Yeah.
loan, yeah. So far, I mean, their IPA and this and that Citra IPA have both been pretty good.
Yeah, but
It's
I
a
have
good
a
pub beer.
question to you, Sean. Why are they different sizes of cans?
Well, sometimes you like small cans, sometimes you need big
That's
cans.
why.
I like big cans.
I like big cans all the time.
I mean, it depends on the rest of the beer.
Oh, you're
that is
talking about
true.
beer.
Oh, I'm not talking about beer. I'm just
Oh.
trying to put
So
the
we can
proper,
categorize it.
trying to put the proper reference.
Yeah. So Pilsner and Goza is sours in small cans,
Right
right?
now, I mean, if you're going home with Pilsner and Goza, you are going to wake up in a very stinky bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, rubber sheets.
And now our final Santa Claus Hazy Holiday IPA.
We're too close.
I know exactly.
Closer to orange.
Yes. Closer to tropical.
A little light tropical, yeah.
Why would a holiday beer be tropical though?
Depends on where you are.
That's
It
true.
might be Hawaii.
Where you want to be.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like not dress for the job that you have, dress for the job that you want. drink the beer that where you want to be at. Versus...
Unless you want to be in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
You know what? That sounds like a lovely place.
It does. Sounds quite pleasant.
Yeah. You know what? And I've driven through South Carolina several times.
Is anybody from Mount Pleasant out there that can tell us, is it a pleasant place?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I fucked that one up.
I would say, it's a light tropical. It's a very easy IPA. I mean, very
Yeah,
easy.
you have some basic grapefruit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot lighter than the 7% that it.
Oh wow, 7%. Well, I mean, look, it has a light tropical kind of, a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of mango, maybe.
Yeah,
All right.
something more,
But
Yeah.
it's almost a watery IPA, so it is surprising because there's not a lot of strong. I mean, again, that Citra was very strong in your face. That IPA was very strong. This is very light and easy.
Yeah, this is very easy drinking and it'll sneak up on you.
You get in real trouble with this one.
you can have this one on the river.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The raft.
especially if you only bring 13 of them.
Told you.
Well, that.
I'm in charge of that from going forward.
Yes, thank
That's
you.
a different story.
Thank you.
All right, and before we go through our overall thoughts, we will of course give our shout out to Elena.
No matter what my name is.
That's for you, girl. All right, sorry we didn't make that more efficient.
I'm old.
Classic Joe.
Classic Joe. Classic Joe with his Alzheimer's. Where am I? Oh my gosh!
What? Again?
This is not Sweden.
Is Elizabeth Ann still alive?
Guess.
All right.
Must be.
This is something you can look. Like half these beers weren't really beers. Like this whole series of Goza and the Lassi were something else. And I get that Goza is the hot new trend to making beers, but I'm gonna throw this out here. I don't think it needs to.
I think. Actually, since we had Goza before, I think this would decent, very decent to be
And compared to
Goza.
other Goza.
This
Yeah.
one is.
Das is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the apple pie was tasty.
Yep.
But again, the Gozas were good for being Goza.
Yeah.
They're not beer.
But I'm tired of Goza. The Lassi was really interesting and tasty. But again,
Yep.
it was a breakfast fruit drink. This white tie was super interesting.
I like that one.
That lemon grass was great, but it was a palate cleanser. It was just so strong and powerful
Yeah.
that you're just like, whoa, like
Snow Buddy Bangkok.
why is it so buddy?
Snow. Shut up. Continue.
Alright. The one claw was okay. This Citra was phenomenal to me. This is my favorite of all of them. And I think you're right. We talked about this as being an easier beer to drink on a regular basis. But I still love this beer. This is probably one of my best Citra beers around.
Yeah.
I would say these two are my favorite.
I agree with you, Sean. Totally. This one. Thai.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is interesting,
Yeah.
to say the least.
But
Well-
again, I didn't actually mind the Goza for once.
Yeah, I mean, in your whole description is right, which is this is a best group of Gozas we've had.
Absolutely.
But that's also like saying the best person who's ever punched you in the nuts.
Well, at least I didn't kick you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Well, if you enjoy what the Fat Guys are doing and you want to see more, give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments if you want to see Big Fat Will's cat scratch him in the sack. Yeah, and then we'll see you around. Cheers.
Also, set up those
Cheers.
notifications.
Yeah, that one too. Thanks, Will. Keeping it real.